Memo to Alec Baldwin and Mrs. Baldwin. There are two important words that could save you a lot of headaches while you're out and about living your life in the aftermath of the Rust incident. And those words are no comment. I know it's against your nature, but trust me, no comment is the smartest thing you can do. And coming from me, a journalist, I do not tell people that lightly. But in your case, it might spare you encounters like this.
Wait, Mr. Baldwin, I have to ask you, what brings you to New York City?
I asked you to leave.
Mr. Baldwin, who's here?
I asked you to go away. Please go
Don't
away.
let the photograph under somebody's private home.
This is not anyone's room. Are you?
Private home.
This is public property.
Go away.
Who's here? Did you really not pull the trigger? Do you believe it went off without you pulling the trigger? Was it a malfunction?
That was a New York Post reporter hoping to generate exactly that kind of drama night before last. The private home that Alec and Hilaria were visiting was the Upper East Side townhouse of Alec's longtime friend, Woody Allen, also no stranger to controversy and paparazzi. And with that, I welcome my guests, journalist, lawyer, and chief correspondent for Inside Edition, Jim Murray, and the reputation doctor himself, Mike Paul, public relations expert, specialist. Okay, Jim, I'm going to start with you. Holy moly. At a moment like this, might a visit to Woody Allen maybe not have been the best choice?
Well, I listen, what you said first, no comment, would have been the easy way out. I thought it was strange. But look, the reporter was on public property. He was on the sidewalk. You and I have both been in that situation. Alec Baldwin's interview with George Stephanopoulos raised more questions than answers, and it almost begged you to ask these questions. I don't fault the reporter at all for that. And all Alec Baldwin had to say was no comment.
Yeah, we put this pushy reporter on the banner, and the truth is it's not. It's completely legal to be on a sidewalk. And Hilaria's got this, I don't know, she's got this thought that she could tell people to go away from a public sidewalk, which, look, New York, your door is right next to your sidewalk, but sidewalks are paid for by the public. Okay, so Mike Paul, I don't know how you doctor this. I don't know how you fix it, but I just want to put up a spray of a lot of the recent headlines that Alec Baldwin has, been the subject of. And I'm going to actually not even go so recent. I'm going to go back to 95. Alec Baldwin involved in a scuffle with photographer. Alec Baldwin kicked off a plane over words with friends. Alec Baldwin says New York Post photographer assaulted him. Court ruled that Baldwin must pay broken nose. Enraged Alec Baldwin punches photographer. Circle of life continues. Alec Baldwin pleads guilty in parking lot scuffle, will take anger management. This is what you do for a living, but I don't know how you do this. Like, how could you do this case?
Well, good to see you both. Jim, good to see you as well. All those years doing stories together at Inside Edition. Look, I don't think the easy answer here is always a quick no comment. And let me take you into the world of crisis PR for a second, especially when you're dealing with celebrities. Our secret sauce is actually staying with them at their homes. Now, when you say that, you say, well, you sleep there? When you're going through a crisis like this, there's a period of time in which you need to be with them 24/7. Alec, in my opinion, needs to have a driver/security guard. He could afford it. It's a time to have it to best protect him at times from himself. And he needs to have someone like me or someone from my firm to help him with these situations. They don't have average homes, as you know. They have mansions. They have a whole wing for guests to be able to stay. So if I were in a situation like that, and we're going to Woody Allen's house, I say, Hilaria, love you. You don't need to be there. Alec, you're going to have a one-on-one meeting. We're going to take the driver, security guard, probably a former NYPD, former FBI type, who's also a driver of your car, who gets in between a situation like that with a simple hand up. And Alec is told before we get out, there's only one reporter out there or one paparazzi. All you simply have to say is, hey, guys, nice to see you. Not at this time. You don't even say no comment. Not at this time, because there might be a time in which we do want to say something. But you're professional,
like
you're
George.
humble, and you handle it professionally, and you have your team to help you. Attorneys lead in the court of court of law. Crisis PR and reputation management experts lead in the court of public opinion. We'll help you through this step by step.
And it's doable. 20 seconds left, Jim Murray. Listen, the issue that he's up against right now in New Mexico doesn't involve self-control, but like I said, 20 seconds. Do you think any of this matters in that case at all?
Look, I think the mistake was talking to George Stephanopoulos. I think that the law enforcement made it clear that he's not yet off the hook from a legal standpoint. We'll see what happens in civil court.
Well, I knew you'd be the people to talk to about this, so you'll just both have to come back because I know the story will continue. Mike Paul, Jim Murray, thank you both. Appreciate it.